as well at 9:21, and you can see these huge reflections to the left side. There's other objects reflecting up there, and look again on the land to the mountains. You're seeing a pink haze. Now I will keep looking and checking the Austria cams because I believe it's very important to show these images, because also the skies are dimming. We're seeing a lot of pink haze across our skies. It's happening every day. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't see that pink haze. And we're seeing cloud formations to the other side of these orange reflections as well. So looking at these images are spectacular. Now what I've done is here I've took the next webcam image at 6 AM, and you can see that object there. Now it could be a known celestial object, but on this image as well, you can see just there on the left hand side there is a red reflection just showing here at 7:09. Now I'm going to go to different cams for you. Here we have moon phases. Okay, we're all aware of this. Look at the month and the year, and what we're looking at here on this moon phase is the 10th of November 2017. Can you see that it's only half lit? This is what it be showing. Now I'm going to show you a webcam that's dated from the 10th of November 2017, and you can see a full light object that lights up the sky, and it isn't in a half phase. It is something else that's in our skies. Let me just show you this. Here it is. Okay, it's the 11th month of the 10th day here, and the year 2017. Here it is here, and this is far too bright to be the moon, and it's far too round. Again, is this another reflector in the skies? It's the same colour as we see of the sun. Very strange. Can you see how it lights up as well? The moon doesn't do this, and it's in a different place as well from the moon as it's orbiting our Earth. Okay, here we have a chart that I'm going to show you as well. Now it's showing the 10th of the 11th 2017. This is what I'm focusing on because it did look very strange, that light source on that webcam. What you see here as well is down here the lunar moon. Now can you see the colour, the reflection even on the Earth? It's dark, isn't it, on this side? And at the time of that, the moon was down at the west of that sky, that time of the early morning. Now going back to that webcam image, I'm going to show you this. Even on the 9th as well, far too bright for this object in the sky to be the lunar moon. Let me just go to the 10th again, and there it is. There's no way that that's the lunar moon. It's something else that's up there reflecting our skies. So again, it's just interesting to go back to different dates to research the time scale, where the moon should be on that day, and the colour of it is not a lunar moon. These are other just photos that are in Europe as well that I've noticed through the 12 o'clock skies PM. Many chemtrails and this white object. Again, it's dimming the land. We are seeing a darkness. Let me just move to the 23rd as well. You can see many lines in the skies, and even today at 12. Look at this. Again, it's just covering up the truth all the time. So just flicking through all these is very important, to going back to the different days to see what's happening. Okay, now even for the moon phases on this cam, I've gone back as far as the 2nd of the 11th 2017. You can see again it's heavily chemtrailed. It's lighting up the skies. Okay, for this time as well. Let me just move across on the different days. On this one here, you can see chem lines. Okay, And looking at this as well, it's just lighting up the skies far too bright. It's like daylight, isn't it? This object that's up there. It's not the moon. As again, the moon is in the different phases now. Okay, here we have another cam as well. This in Europe, and I just want to show you this very carefully, because many people say they don't chemtrail at night time. There's no chemtrails whatsoever for the nighttime skies. There's no reason for it. But on this webcam, you can clearly see again. Now, it's dated the 23rd. It doesn't go up to the 24th just yet, because it's not sorted itself to do that yet. But I'm just going to flick through this, okay? And you can see the lines through the skies at night time. You can see that they're doing this all the time, all through the night as well. I mean, why geoengineer the mountains? Why geoengineer these skies as well? You'll see this now. I mean, they're doing this all the time. Just here, across here, and all this. No natural clouds, just chem lines. And we need to speak out about this. I said it on the other video about this. Mr. Donald Trump is not doing anything about it. Here in the UK, nothing's being done. No one is saying anything. It's not being publicised. It's not being put on news media. The weather channels are still saying that it's just going to be cloudy, a few rain showers, and I mean, the lies just keep coming out all the time, and the public deserve the truth. They need to know what is happening to our Earth. Okay, we've got the moon phase again that's on here on this solar chart. Now, look at the timestamp, 23rd of the 11th, 2017. Now, many of you know that I've looked at the moon in the past and brought out earlier videos about this. Now, I'm going to now show you another webcam that's showing on the 23rd of the 11th. It didn't update, hasn't updated yet, and I will look at the update later on. So that's moved now to the cam. But before then, you can see it. Look down on the left hand side, the lunar moon. Look how it's dark here on the left side. But what you'll see on this cam is a bright object, far too bright, and they're chemtrailing it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the cam so it's going up the way. Now, again, this is not the lunar moon, because as you saw on that chart, it's supposed to be far too dark. But look at this. It's far too bright. In the sky, it's completely round. Okay, all this again is a haze in the sky, chemtrails. Now, let me just carry on. You can see those lines. You can see where it's being chemtrailed. All this is haze in the sky, and many people say they can't see the stars at night time. It's because we've got a haze of chems that right above in our atmosphere. They're poisoning our skies at night time as well. Look at these lines. Let's just carry on going through. And it disappears there behind that, but that is not our moon. It's the wrong colour. There's something going on. Can you see this clearly? And then it disappears. Before sunrise, it's gone. Very strange, isn't it? So I'm just going to keep an eye on this, because again, it's not the same shape as it should be on the charts. It's supposed to be the lunar moon. Okay, for the members of the public around the world, if you're viewing the video that I'm about to play you, it's a time lapse. Okay, and this is what they're doing to our skies. This is the chemtrailing, and they're covering up our area of the sun. They're covering up this object that's had been put up there many years back, and it's breaking down. Now, I'm just going to, I hope this works for you. Let's put the time lapse on forward, and then let's watch this. Now you can see that pink haze. Look at those chemtrails again. Everything is being sprayed up in our atmosphere. It's blocking other objects, and it's again just harming everything. You can see there the reflections. Let's just go through the cam. Just turns into a haze, doesn't it, of chemtrails. See that? Everything up there is just blocking. Now I had to rewind the cam again because it stopped, but I'm just replaying it. Let's just try and play this again. Okay, right. This cam's stopping, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to another cam because it keeps stopping and starting. But again, it's just spraying all the time, isn't it? And it's important, isn't it, to look at this. But as it's paused on this part here, it's 12:40, lunchtime, just gone. Again, you can see a dimming, can't you? You can see on the buildings to the bottom left here, the rooftops, it's dimming, like the photographs that we're seeing across the world, proving that there is no trickery. People are being deadly honest with their photos, showing that there's something going on. So thank you for viewing this this cam. Thank you for this. Again, on this webcam, showing the 22nd of the 11th, 2017, and I truly believe this isn't the moon. I mean, look at those lines in front of it. Look at those chemtrails, all that haze up there as well. And it's the wrong colour. It does look like another sun. It really does. Look at it. It is getting more evidential now. I mean, look at the reflection on the water here, down here. Look at the date and timestamp. Here it is again. We've got the charts, 22nd of the 11th, 2017, and it's in the lunar moon. Okay, the moon is in the lunar moon. Look how dark it is, this area here. And here we have just the illumination just here on this side. You can see it just here as well. And then we go to the cam again, okay? And we see this. It isn't the moon. Look again, they don't, and they should never chemtrail the moon. Why geoengineer the area of the moon to cover that? I mean, it's so now obvious what they're doing. Look on the screen. Let's zoom into this. See, the main thing is we're just going to carry on and continue to research and scan those skies, because seeing the differences now is very important, because there's other objects that do look like other suns that are coming up from the other side. The northeast as well is very important to keep an eye on. And I know we've got to think out the box. We've got to just keep showing the images. Sometimes we're going to get things not 100%, but it's just the way it is, isn't it? And we just got to keep going. So let's go to another cam. Okay, I'm going to show you this last cam that I found interesting as well. Now, it's supposed to be, again, the lunar moon. We know that it's darker on the time as well for the 23rd of the 11th, 2017. But on one of the frames, just down here, this glowing like a sun reflects through and then disappears. It's not coming down the way. It just shows itself here. Just show you this. Can you see this here? It's a round object. It's being chemtrailed and it's illuminating here, down here, as a sun. It looks very, very bright, doesn't it? And then it disappears again on the second frame. So it's just interesting to carry on. Let me just zoom in. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this down, and you can see that, can't you? And then it just goes. Now this is pointing again northeast, and the moon shouldn't be in that part of the sky. And again, we've just got to carry on, haven't we? Just keep going and carrying on. So please again take care, and I'll be back very shortly with many photographs from many kind, respected people in this Nibiru community. And as I've said before on the end of videos, don't let them think for us. Let's think out the box and think for ourselves. And take care from Matt Rogers.